Hello and welcome back for another video. Today I wanted to talk about some grounding techniques that I find to be helpful, and a lot of people have their own way of doing grounding, which is completely normal. There's no like right way, wrong way. It's just whatever feels best for you. But today I wanted to share a few things that you can explore. Maybe there's a few things you didn't know were considered grounding. So I just thought I might do a little video on some grounding. So the first thing that everyone knows for grounding is some breath exercises. So that is like one of my favorite things to do. I personally like to stand on my feet and just think of myself as like a big tree. And sometimes I put my hands up and I will take a deep breath, and as I lower my hands, I'll breathe out. And I like to think of having roots coming out of my feet and into the ground, just like a tree does. How they stand nice, big, and tall. They're very stable and secure. But one thing that they have is those roots that go down deep into the soil, into earth. And when you do that, I like to focus on breathing in my belly. So then that way they're more deep breaths, they're more powerful. It's not the shallow chest breathing. And it just gets you more grounded. And sometimes when I'm having really bad anxiety in the store, for some reason, in grocery stores, I just don't know why, I just get really nervous and I'll be pushing my cart and I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna pass out, like this is not fun. And I just have to kind of stop, and I don't necessarily close my eyes, only maybe if I'm in the aisle by myself. I'll just kind of stand there and I'll be like, okay, let's be aware of your feet. Let's breathe into the feet, and then I send those roots down my feet into earth. And that's one way that I can get stable. And then I like to think that maybe my aura in above my head is open, so I'll just try to imagine closing it and bringing it back down to earth, or to my head, I should say, not earth. Back down to my head, and I just try to like align myself to feel more grounded in that moment. Other things that you can do, which is helpful in like spring and summertime, but not necessarily winter, would be going for a walk in your backyard or wherever without your shoes. So just going barefoot. Since it's kind of cold here in Colorado, I can't do that all the time. Sometimes I do go out in the backyard when it's kind of a mild day and not too cold, and I'll try to step on the dead grass and think of it as grounding, or I'll just walk on the pavement and or just kind of have my shoes off outside and let the fresh air hit my feet. For me, it just feels more grounding. Things that you can also do is the five senses. So you can do this also during an anxiety attack or a panic attack or anything like that. So you think of, I guess you don't think, you just stop and you start to look around. What are some things that you can see? What are some things that you can hear? What is something that you can touch? And maybe something that you can taste. And the other one is smell. Is this something that you can smell in that moment? And when you kind of bring all those senses together, it can help you feel more stable and grounded. And that is something that a lot of therapists will use with their clients when they are having like an out-of-body experience. Is you can kind of stop, or as if you're like kind of going at work and you can't necessarily stop, but you can be like, okay, I can see my cup, my computer, my mouse, and you kind of list things off. You could be like, okay, I can touch my hair, I can feel my clothes, or I feel the desk in front of me. So it's just something that kind of distracts your mind in a way to make you feel more stable and grounded. Other things that you can also do is gentle movement, like stretching and yoga. Those, as you can tell, excuse me, are very grounding because you are focused on your body, you're focused on your breath, and you're just gently moving. And as you know, like stretching feels so nice, especially in the mornings when you first get up, and You could also go for walks. You could do Tai Chi. There's lots of different things that you can do to make yourself feel more grounded. um, some things that I haven't quite experimented with, but I have heard a lot about, is doing like cold exposure. So that's like those ice baths, or if you're not brave like me to do an ice bath, you could put like some cold water on your face. You can put a cold pack on the back of your neck, or like a cold washcloth. Sometimes when I have a migraine or a headache, I like to do that. I put an ice pack on my back of my neck. I might put my cold hands, because by then my hands are chilled, and I put them on my face. I've heard you could put your feet in cold water. And so it's just kind of like little exposures versus just diving all in and like, let's fill up the bathtub with ice and freeze our little booties off. So that's one thing that can help with grounding. And obviously the big one that we all talk about is meditation, doing some oh my gosh, I can't say the word, visualizing, that was tough, on stuff that makes you feel good and grounded. So you can sit there, meditate, you can feel the breath in your lungs, you can visualize yourself going down a path, walking barefoot. You know, there's lots of different ways. You can visualize yourself on the beach, wherever your happy place is. Just go to that place, and you can listen to some calm and relaxed music at that time. One thing that I like to do when it gets kind of warm outside and the sun is shining is I will listen to ocean sounds in my earbuds, and I like to kind of just sit in the sun, and I just visualize that I'm at the beach, and you know, I'm here in the ocean. Sometimes there's a little breeze, and you know, it just kind of puts you in a good space, and it makes you just feel like at ease. You know, you can understand what I'm saying, because I'm sure you felt that before. One thing that you can do too for some grounding is focus on the physical body with eating some healthy foods. Lots of ground foods like potatoes and anything that just grows from the ground, just earthly foods. You can eat fruits too. I mean, there's no right or wrong, but they say that if you just eat more of those healthier things, that it helps your body feel more balanced and more grounded. And obviously hydrating, just staying up to date with your water, that's always a big one. Or you can drink some Gatorade or whatnot, but just having your body have that water flow through you, that is very big. I'm talking about that. I'm gonna get some water. Oh, and another one I wrote in my notes is you could try tea. You know, some people are really big into tea. I'm not much of a tea person, but you could always drink some herbal teas to help balance everything out. Another one that is something that I personally did not think of is connection. And you can do that with like hugging somebody, like your spouse, your kids, your parent. It helps release oxytocin, which, you know, when you're just physical and you're just with someone and just feeling their presence and the energies are exchanging, that's when it just helps bring your vibe up, and you just can feel like, oh, like everything's okay. I'm with this person at this moment. And if you don't have anyone to cuddle with, that's okay. You can also go with your pet, your cat, dog, rabbit, whatever you have. And you can also use like a blanket. Like my little one, she is a blanket and stuffed animal girl. She loves cuddling with that. And whenever she's not feeling safe, she likes to grab her stuffy and blankie. And whenever we do anything that we go to the doctor's office, we always make sure to bring something with her, so she has that, you know, connection, and it's safe for her. She's familiar with it. It smells like her in the house and laundry, and just it makes everything so much better. And you can also use aromatherapies. A lot of people are into essential oils. I'm like half there, half not. I am not that great at like applying it or putting it in a diffuser, but You could also put like a little bit of lavender on your wrist or on your neck. There's different parts of your body that you can apply these aromatherapies to help relieve like stress, tension, pain, appetite. I don't know, there's all kinds of stuff out there. You could use the eucalyptus or different scents. It's really kind of up to you and what you connect with and whatever feels the best. And for grounding, it can definitely help with reducing anxiety, connecting you to the present moment, as you can guess. It helps activate the parasympathetic nervous system, helps you balance out your energy, reduces inflammation, promotes mindfulness and just focuses, makes you feel more focused. It can help provide you with sense of connection, and also it helps bring you back into when your body is spiraling out. So I've noticed a lot with anxiety and grounding. The anxiety is like you're living in the future, you're living outside of your body, you're out here floating around somewhere, when really if you're back in your body in the present moment, it helps you feel more anchored and grounded. So it's really good to help with bringing you back for many different reasons and different ways. So I'm going to take another drink of water because my voice wants to keep going out. We've had some illnesses in my house, and luckily I've been avoiding them, but sometimes when I talk too much, my voice likes to get a little wonky. So for this next part, I wanted to do a little grounding meditation. So I want you, if you are in a good spot to do so, to close your eyes if you feel comfortable, or you can just sit there and listen to my voice. But I want you to just take in a deep breath and let it all out. And keep taking in some deep breaths. And as you breathe, I want you to imagine a white light coming down from the sun and going all the way down your body. And it is just coating you in this beautiful, pure white light. I like to think of some gold sparkles into mine. And I want you to feel the warmth or any sensations that are coming up with this. And as you're feeling connected through your crown chakra above your head and into the spiritual realm, I want you to go into your body with your breath. And as you breathe it in, I want you to send that all the way down your feet and down past your feet into earth. And I want you to feel the anchor that's going down deep. Just like how tree roots can go down into the earth and they entwine with other trees, I want you to feel that. Feel that connection in that space. And I want you to also come back up to your body and to your breath. And notice if it's in your chest, or when you take a breath in, is it in your belly? And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. And I hope you felt some of that anchorage that you can get, some of that grounding, and just feeling that in your body. Sometimes when you use the my gosh, that word again. When you visualize something happening, like you're walking on the beach or you're putting those tree roots down into the earth, you just use your mind to help guide you and make you feel more aligned. It just, for me, it helps me a lot. I know some people don't have that part of their brain where they can just see it and do it, which is fine. We're all different. As long as you just kind of set your intention for that grounding, it will help you feel more at ease. So I hope this was helpful today, and I hope that you have a great rest of the day, and we'll talk again soon. Bye for now.